have been at home for months. Yeah? Since COVID, we've been having our children with us. And many of us have bought our children great phones and laptops. We continue with our series on teens, okay? And welcome to my YouTube channel, Dr. Mary Mugo. This is where we positively affect lives, we positively affect businesses, and we positively affect the society. We want to talk about pornography. Yes, pornography. We want to talk to you, what are the signs that your child could be consuming online pornography and the solutions, yeah? And we'll give you a kachumbari because you've been good to us. We will tell you why adults watch pornography. And to take us through this is one sociologist, Kabi Thuo. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Kabi Thuo.
How are you, our viewers and our subscribers?
Hey, if you've not subscribed, hey, hit the subscribe button so that you can know when we upload these life-changing videos. Just to give you a snapshot of what Kabi is talking about. If you see your child is so secretive, they are always with their phone, whether it is in the toilet, whether it's in the bathroom, they are always carrying their phone, or you realize that they are always clearing history. After they do some browsing, they clear history on their computer or on the phone. All of a sudden, they start using vulgar language. Hey, they could be watching porno. Have you solutions that Kabi is talking about? Empathize with your child. Don't be too rough. And affirm them when they change behavior. And motivate them, occupy their minds with something. Okay? For more, hey, listen and listen to the end.
And today, we want to look at the hot topic of pornography. The signs that a child is into pornography and the solutions into dealing with the problems of pornography with our teenagers. Firstly, porn is highly addictive and it is designed to be so. It was created to capture the mind of people, more so the minds of the teenager. Another fact about porn is that it is all acted. It is false. It is not real. It is acted with a purpose so that it can appear real. And this acting and this purpose, it leads to the first problem and the first sign that you're going to see, which is addiction. Addiction is like a circle with dotted circumference line, whereas reality is a circle with a continuous line. Both of them are circles, but one is not real, one is fake. And this automatically gives rise to porn attacking the brain and the mind to the extent that it is either porn or not, either porn or porn. It captures the mind in an addictive way such that the urge for pornography will not be replaced by anything else, and the teenager will always focus their mind, their time, their attention to it. What am I saying? The first sign is an addiction into something. You will notice the child's time is focused on something. It is not possible to hide porn by its own very nature. Let us also note here that addiction is a major determinant of behavior. You will notice a behavior change courtesy of this addiction.
Mm-hmm.
The second point in this regard that you will notice, it is a decline in performance, especially for schoolwork and other tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Teenagers have tasks to do. The performance of those tasks will get a sharp decline. A top quartile teen will come to second quartile, even third quartile, and some extreme cases, a poor performer. They don't accomplish their tasks at home. Why? Their focus and their concentration is captured. Their time is taken, both quantity and quality. They are like a car being driven by three drivers, figuratively speaking. Even if they are not watching porn, the time left between porn sessions is already too clouded to be productive. That is the explanation why the performance decline. Another sign, which is pretty obvious, is that they would spend long hours in isolation. What am I saying? Porn consume time, and porn loves isolation. They will hide in their bedrooms and their bathrooms and in all corners where there is some privacy. When you notice this behavior, that is a clear sign that the child could be involved in porn. At this juncture, we notice that the child becomes confused. They become confused and incoherent. Why are they so? Porn bombard the mind of the child with chaos. Let us start this point by noting that a child is always curious. They want to know. A curious mind seeking to know something, then they are bombarded with all these strong images and strong language and strong activities beyond their worldview, beyond their culture, beyond their capacities. Then they become confused and they become incoherent. In sociology, behavior acquisition is not like fixing a car where you remove one part that is broken and you put another one and the car is fine. It is a painstaking socialization process. If it is not done properly or the manner it was designed to be, then it's going to bring incoherence and confusion. Teenagers watching porn always confused because of that. And this confusion is followed by this other common sign, that is moral decay. They start using strong language out of the blues, vulgar language associated with images they have been watching. Children normally do not use strong language out of the blues. It does not just happen. And start images of suggestiveness, nakedness, and they start growing an interest towards this. The images will be seen in posters. They paste on their walls, on their gadgets, or their books. You'll notice they associate with music, with suggestive content, strong language, and strong images of seduction and nakedness. That is one indicator that this person could actually be watching porn. Another one that sign that follows that closely is that they develop a sudden awareness of sexual aspects of their own bodies of their own life situations. Even they start getting an awareness of the bodies of those around them, the society, and even in the media. They start noticing sexual objects and seeing some people and so in the society and even in the media with a sexual eye. In other words, they undress a person when they look at them because the images are so strong in their mind and in their conscience to the extent that they are bombarded. They see with that prism. And at this point, they become secretive. They cover their tracks. They cover their behavior. They change passwords. They delete their browsing history.
Okay.
Yes, they do. They do that very well. And they hide their gadgets. They always keep their gadgets with them, secured in their pockets or wherever they are going, whatever they are doing. They will not leave it behind. They will cover their tracks. And they exhibit this behavior when you just walk into their lives, when you just walk into their rooms, when you just walk into their study area, when you just walk into their privacy, you will notice a behavior that is out of the normal because they are trying to hide, they are trying to cover. When it goes through all these stages, it comes up to the point where the teen develops a guilty conscience that may lead to withdrawal. And in extreme cases, this might lead to depression and with some elements of irritability. And why is this so? They are guilty because they know this is wrong. They are addicted to it and they know it cannot satisfy. Deep down, they know this thing is not real. It is not really working for them beyond satisfying the urge which is brought by addiction. They are trapped into it. They are not really enjoying it per se. And for this, they feel guilty, which may lead to depression. Those are the signs.
I hope you're hearing these common things. Change of passwords, browsing history is not there. All of a sudden the child is withdrawn. Hey, you need to do something. And I hope you are all learning something. So Kabi, you can go ahead and tell us the solutions. What do we do as parents when you realize that your child is actually watching porno?
First area that we need to seek as parents for the solution is a broad spectrum understanding and cracking and hacking of the addiction. What am I saying? By their very nature, the teens can be curious, and out of that curiosity, they can watch some episodes of porn here and there. Some scattered encounters are common, and they might not lead to addiction, and they might not cause so much worry. But when it develops to the addiction, that is when a serious solution must be sought. The problem here is not porn per se, but is dealing with the habit that brings about addiction. And this habit is dealt with by first understanding that addiction is a fake replacement of the true disposition of a teen. It is a fake thing that's been thrust into a teen and trapped that teen. With that understanding, we need to come up with ways to engage the teen's mind in true activities that are going to displace the fake activities. In other words, activities that has power to displace the activities that led to addiction. When we engage the mind that way, then we are going towards recovering from addiction. In other words, build the mind, develop the mind, empower the mind to outgrow this status that has been introduced by an addiction. And by doing this, deny the addiction the waters upon which it swims, and the weed that power its sails, and the coals that fire its power of seduction. This that build the mind, deny the addiction. It is going to be the first step. What am I talking about? Offer help and empathize with the teen. This is a victim. We are dealing with a victim of a worldwide activity that comes in the form of a virus. This is something that has been prepared and acted by top-notch performers, artists, developers, marketers. It is a big deal investment of time and talent. And this is where the teen is. Empathize with that situation, walk in there and help the teen to cope. Take porn as a business gone rogue, targeting children instead of a case of juvenile delinquency. They are victims, not criminals. When you empathize and you put yourself in the shoe of the teen, you will begin the journey towards recovery. And as you do this, monitor the internet behavior. These days, there's some software that can be used to do this, to filter this. Whether you are there or not, you don't have to be there physically to monitor this. Technology will be there to help you take advantage of it. Occupy their time with motivation activities. Invent things, be creative, and always affirm the child when they depict behavior that is outside the behavior that is brought by porn. In other words, when they occupy their time with doing something good, like schoolwork, affirm them, motivate them, encourage them. Sometimes they just need that encouragement to quit this behavior. Always motivate for positivity. It is a journey, it is a situation that requires help, and invest your time helping the child. In conclusion, leading a child out of the trap of pornography is a long, winding journey. Walk it with the teen. It is like the third through the hourglass. Those are the days of our journeys with our teens. Teenage does not last so long, just like the sands in the hourglass. It will come to an end. Hold it there each day, each time as you walk with your teen.
Maybe you could tell us then, we are talking about teens, but I know there are adults who also watch porn. What makes an adult, a married man, a married woman watch porn?
Well, adults also have drives, and sex is a drive, just like food, hunger, and aggression. And porn creates a shortcut to meet the desires of that drive, to silence the power of that drive. Sex is powerful, and anybody coming up with a way that you can cheaply and easily get sexual arousal and sexual satisfaction, that person is going to get very many men as his customers, because it is a major issue that occupies men's time and men's energies and men's discussion among their peers. Also, men want to try new things in tandem with the changing social norms. Men these days have many sexual activities with varied types of people. How do you expect an old man to enjoy satisfying his sexual desires with a very young person without the benefit of learning skills and the techniques and the latest methods? Porn provides all that. And for that reason, you'll find adults watching porn. Adults always want some entertainment. They want some excitement. They want something to cover for their weaknesses. There are also people with some antisocial behavior. So many adults who want shortcuts, who don't want the real world, who want to satisfy their fantasy, their lusts.
Guys, that is Kabi for you. Thank you so much, Kabi. We really appreciate your contribution to this society through this channel. Hey, viewers, will be coming back to you with another hot subject. And by the way, make a comment. What do you want us to talk about? Tell us, and we shall talk about it. Yeah? Like this video, share this video, and subscribe. And take care of your children. At the end of it all, what matters is family. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Are you looking for a consultant, a trainer, or a motivational speaker? Well, look no further. Our team is competent in implementing team building and training programs for various clients. We work with you to identify your needs, assess your employees' skills design, and implement the most appropriate approach to deliver. Our approach is founded on a well-thought process, including a post-training phase and evaluation phase to assess the training. We are experts in team building, motivation talks, and matters of leadership and strategy. Call us and see the difference.